Hey friends, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Meg. Today's video we are going to be chatting about my Meg O Beauty Awards Part 2. I never do like a Part 2, I just usually stick to makeup, but for today's video we're going to chat about hair, skin, and nail products that have blown me away this year. A lot of new discoveries this year, or like I discovered at the end of last year that I just have to chat about. So let's get ready for the Meg O Beauty Awards Part 2. Let's get into it. Hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future uploads, and make sure to follow along on social media where I talk about attainable beauty nearly every day. All right, let's go. Okay, so for today's video, I'm not going to be physically holding the products in my hands. I'm at a studio that I like to go film at, and it was just like a lot to lug over here. The items are larger than, lugging makeup around. But I do have screenshots, and I also have some footage of the product that I will be inserting as I chat about it as well, so you can kind of see it as I talk about it. Keep the video a little interesting. All right, let's go. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna chat about some hair products. Now, the shampoo and conditioner system that I think has been just like my #1 that I discovered at the end of last year has been the Pureology Strength Cure shampoo and conditioner. Those products have blown me away. This product line is specifically formulated for damaged hair, but it's 100% vegan. It has like plant protein, I believe, in it as well. It is sulfate free and it smells amazing. It's just Pureology is such a great brand. I like the Strength Cure products over their Hydrate products. I just think they're so good. I do notice a difference when I'm using them. My hair is much softer, easier to manage. And I do have hair extensions, and I was instructed to use sulfate-free products to maintain the color and them not to get tangled as easily, and I'm so happy with it. I love them so much. They are pricey, but I kind of wait. Sometimes Ulta does sales on the products. They last me a while. So even though they are expensive, I'm washing my hair every like 4 to 5 days. So I don't feel like I go through it really fast, but I love it and I always come back to it. Another hair product that I discovered this year in the shampoo and conditioner category is the Eva NYC hair therapy mask. This thing is the hugest tub. Like, it's like this big and it's $15. I was just so impressed with it. So it has plant protein and argan oil, all these really great ingredients. The scent is amazing. If you've ever tried any Eva NYC hair products, you have got to give them a try because they're just like so luxurious feeling, and they are drugstore prices, which is just incredible to me. They also have really great products across the board, but discovering this hair mask this year was a game changer. I was using something from Kerastase that I loved, and I was like, ugh, I can't bring myself to spend that money again. I was like, maybe there's something similar, and I sort of picked this mask up on a whim, not even realizing how similar in texture and the effect that it gave to my hair was almost identical to me. I wouldn't say it was a dupe, I just feel like it did the same thing for me. Now, this is a hair leave-in product that I want to chat about, and it is honestly probably the best like smoothing, detangling product that I think I've ever tried, and it is the Olaplex number 6. I do love Olaplex. I do use their shampoo, conditioner, oil, I use like the whole line of theirs, and I do love it and recommend it. But I think the standout product that nobody talks about is the number 6. And I think people think that it like weighs hair down and it can get heavy. And I do agree that if you use too much of it, it can weigh hair down. But if you get like, literally, I will use 1 pump on my entire hair, and this is including with my extensions. And it does the best job of smoothing and detangling and keeping hair very soft. And I started using this on my girls. They have extremely tangly hair. One of my daughters has curly, wavy hair, and one of my other daughter has very straight, fine hair, both of which they get tangled, and it works incredible on the both of them. And I'm like, why? Why is this $30 hair product the thing that's going to work on my girls? And their hair just looks so good when I'm using this product on them. So if you have children that have super tangly hair and it's hard to manage, try the Olaplex number 6. I don't feel like it gets enough hype. I feel like people are focusing a lot on their other products, but like this is such a great smoother. And it has that like bond building technology. I don't know, I'm not a chemist. Now, this is a very polarizing topic that I'm gonna talk about, but I loved it so much so it is going in this video. And that is the Dyson Airwrap. I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with it. I love that my hair looks amazing every time that I use it. I feel like my hair is way less damaged because I'm using this, and I'm sometimes touching my hair up. Like I really like to use it on my curtain bangs and touch up my curtain bangs throughout the week, but I'm not throwing like a curling iron on my bangs or a flat iron or anything like that. I'm just putting air on it. And so I feel like it's less damaging to the hair. Like people are like, is it really worth $600? And it is cool, so pricey. Let's be real, it's so expensive, and that is not in everyone's budget. But what I will say is I bought this on QVC, and I know other retailers do this as well, where they have like the afterpay. With QVC, they had easy pays. I did 5 easy pays on it, so it was a little less painful than dropping $600 all at once. So if you could do like afterpay or easy pay or something like that, and sort of spread those payments out, it feels like less of a sting. So I'm gonna give that advice if you're looking into the Dyson Airwrap. I know the shark hair thing has gained a lot of attention and is basically the same thing. I just personally don't wanna buy it just to test it and then it sit there. You know, like I am using my own money to buy these products and to test for social media and my blog and my YouTube, but like I said, there's a lot of great other Shark and Dyson comparison videos. I'm just not gonna be that person for you. I found that I like the Dyson, so I'm just gonna stick with it, but I will link the Shark thing below for you, and just get on YouTube and search comparison videos because it's pretty much the same thing and it's like half the price. Another thing that I can't live without every time I wash my hair is my hair microfiber towels. I will get right out of the shower and throw my hair up into this microfiber towel and let it sit on my hair for about an hour to really soak up all the excess moisture and water. They are great. I feel like they're very gentle on the hair. They really soak that water out of your hair. I don't feel like they dry your hair. I feel like they get the excess water out, which is what I want, okay? And then this also pains me, but I love this product so much. It's so expensive, and it's like, why do I love a $30 dry shampoo, but I just can't get away from it. It's so good. And that is the Living Proof, the Advanced Dry Shampoo. It's the newer formula that they released within the last year or two, and it is absolutely worth it. I'm the type of person where I keep a can of Batiste dry shampoo, which is my favorite drugstore dry shampoo, and a can of the Living Proof, and I'll sort of rotate them. But I find myself actually using a lot less dry shampoo when I'm using the Living Proof. And I use it in a way where as soon as I blow out my hair with the Airwrap, I will go in and use the Living Proof on my hair as the deodorant method. And I have explained this on social media, on my Instagram, where if you do it on clean hair, there's less of a chance for all of these other oils to peek through, and your hair's gonna stay cleaner longer. Like you would use a deodorant on like a clean armpit instead of a like sweaty armpit, right? Same concept. So if you wanna get more longevity out of your dry shampoos, try the deodorant method. I feel like it helps. I was blowing through dry shampoos in like 3 weeks before I started doing this. But when I started using the Living Proof and using it on clean hair, I go through one maybe every 4 months. It is wild to me that I can get so long out of it. And then the last hair product I want to mention today is the L'Oreal Wonder Water. It is a really interesting, unique, and new technology that is in hair care, where basically, I don't know the science behind it, but it basically literally is like a liquid Band-Aid for your hair. And it's in this like super liquidy water formula. So you wash your hair and then you apply it in the shower and let it sit on your hair for about a minute to a few minutes, and then your hair is noticeably softer and less damaged ends. I'll link it below so you can read more about it. I don't want to talk too much about it, but I'm super impressed with those Wonder Waters, and the L'Oreal ones are great. Absolutely love them. Now let's get to skin. I have a lot of products to talk about. Like I really only have like 2 or 3 things in the nail category, but like skin and hair is like We have to talk about these things. Okay. So the first product that I discovered for skincare this year that I just was absolutely blown away by is the e.l.f. Cleansing Balm. It's the Holy Hydration Cleansing Balm. If you are familiar with the Pharmacy Green Clean or the Clinique Take the Day Off, that kind of consistency in a cleansing balm, it's so similar. It reminds me a lot of the pharmacy's consistency. The smell and the scent and the ingredients are slightly different, but it's so good. And it's also formulated with like hyaluronic acid and some other things, but it's on your skin for such a short amount of time. I'm not so focused on the ingredient claims rather than like, is this going to get my makeup off? And it works incredible. Absolutely love it. And it's only $11. Next product is where I get my tretinoin prescription. So this year I started using Agency Skincare to get my prescription for my tretinoin, which is a sister company of Curology. So if you've loved Curology in the past and you want to kind of switch more to the anti-aging stuff that they offer at Agency, that's great. If you really just only use the tretinoin and you don't really feel like a need to switch, I don't think you need to, because Curology gets you that tretinoin prescription. Agency just offers other things like a dark spot formula. They have different other skincare products in their lines as well. That's really geared towards mature skin. And they also go up to the highest strength of tretinoin, which is 0.1%. I'm not up there yet. I still like using a lower percentage because I feel like it's less harsh on my skin, but I still get really good results. And the price is great. I feel like I would spend a lot more going through my dermatologist because my insurance doesn't really cover tretinoin because it's more aesthetic than it is anything else. So I'm paying, I think it's like $30 a month for the Agency prescription. I've been loving it, and I really wish Agency would get on board with talking to me, because I've been pimping them out for the whole year and they just haven't noticed me. Agency, let's work together, please. Okay, this drugstore moisturizer shook me. It's one of my favorites now of all time, and it is the Vanicream Daily Facial Moisturizer. I have since repurchased it like 2 or 3 times, and I just discovered it, I believe, this year. You know what it's like? It is a really great dupe for the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Moisturizer. So not only is it formulated with hyaluronic acid, it has ceramides, it also has squalane, which my skin responds so well to squalane. It's such a great ingredient. It's just fragrance free. It's just everything. So if you have very sensitive skin and a lot of moisturizers are just too much for you, especially if they have fragrance, you have to try this. The name is kind of weird. It's not fancy looking at all, but the formula of this is so incredible and so moisturizing. It's lightweight, but it's extremely hydrating. Like, it's like a drink of water for your skin. Please try it. It's so good. All right, and now let's delve into the world of sunscreens. This year, I went down the rabbit hole of Asian sunscreens. It was like this whole new world opened for me that I was just blown away by, because if you are not aware, places like Japan and Korea, other Asian sunscreens, and even France and in Europe and UK, they have newer filters that are not approved in the US. The US has not approved any newer generation UV filters for sunscreen since like the 90s or something. Like, it's ridiculous. So we are really behind in technology for sunscreen and filters that are really awesome. I went down the rabbit hole of Asian sunscreens, and I loved how they don't have that yucky sunscreen smell that we associate with a lot of chemical sunscreens in the US. They don't sting the eyes. They have really great formulas. They're really lightweight. They have moisturizing formulas. Like, I can't speak highly enough about delving into that world. And they're also easily accessible through either Amazon or I order from Stylovana. If you order from Stylovana, it took like a month and a half to get to me, but this was when I think there was a lot of like shipping delays with international stuff. It might be better now. The products that I'm gonna link, you can find on Amazon. They're maybe like a few dollars more expensive than Stylovana, but you're gonna get them faster. So the first one that I think is like my top favorite that I have discovered this year is the Beauty of Joseon, which is a Korean sunscreen. It doesn't even feel like a sunscreen at all. Like, it feels like a beautiful moisturizing lotion. No smell, no eye sting. It has the newer filters in it. It's really great protection. I've worn these sunscreens in like really hot and sunny weather, both here in Texas and either in Florida, in Disney World, on a cruise. Like, I've put these to the test and they do protect the skin. This one will work for like all skin types. It's very lightweight, but I think even if you're dry, oily, whatever, I think you'll like this. And then the second one that I want to recommend is the Biore sunscreen, the UV Aqua Rich. This is a Japanese sunscreen. Another blew me away. It's more like a water gel consistency. So if you have oily skin, this one's going to be amazing for you, but it does work well on my normal skin. And my sister's a little bit more dry and she loved it. I would try it. I would try it. Like, it's so good. It just has this beautiful water gel consistency. Again, no icing, no irritation, great for sensitive skin. Love them. And they're both like over SPF 50. I forgot to mention. Both of those sunscreens I think are like SPF 50 and up. They have a different rating system in Asia where it's like PA++++++. Just click the link and find out. Then the last sunscreen I want to mention is the sunscreen stick. That's like the Milky Piggy Elizaveka. I don't know, it's another Korean sunscreen product, but it's in a stick form. And I loved this product to reapply over top of my makeup when I was needing to reapply my sunscreen, or I needed to use on my kids' faces, like when we were in Disney World or on the cruise. I would just apply this to my kids' faces and it gave enough coverage. It had great protection. It was another SPF 50 PA+++++ product. Also really great, like if you've just been out in the sun and you're like, ooh, I just need to add a little bit more to my shoulders. You could do that really easily. It can easily throw in your purse. And it did not disrupt my makeup at all. In fact, I have a video, I will link it for you below, where you can see me using this product over top of my makeup and it doesn't disrupt it at all. There's two other things I want to mention is the Dime Beauty serums. I discovered Dime Beauty this year and I feel like it's been hyped up a lot on social media. I do like a lot of their skincare. The lash and brow serum, like the lash serum gave me a lot of length and I really liked that, but I wasn't getting tons of thickness and it took a lot of time for that to work on me. It does work, but it's not my favorite product of theirs. The makeup stuff like was not anything that I was like super impressed by, and the perfumes I really liked, and the serums I really liked. So they have a hyaluronic acid serum that I think was a standout product for me. I think it worked really well at moisturizing the skin. They also have vitamin C serum that I think was really good, and their moisturizers are honestly really good as well. But if you're looking to try Dime Beauty, I just think their skincare and their fragrances are my favorite. I get a lot of migraines, so I don't do well with like traditional fragrances a lot of times, and their fragrances didn't bother me very much. And they claim to be clean. That's the only thing that kind of bothers me is their EWG ratings on their website can be a little like, look at us, we're clean. A clean beauty is another rant that won't go on right now, but their products are good and they are effective, and I do like the skincare and the fragrances. Last item I want to chat about is a self tanner, and that is the Bondi Sands Aero 2-Hour Express Foam. I've loved using this all year long, and I leave it on actually a little bit longer than the recommended like 2 hours or whatever. I leave it on like 3 to 4 hours. Sometimes I'll leave it on longer and then rinse. The key is just rinsing it off, not like washing with soap. You just literally rinse the color guard off and then go on with your day. It gives great color. I feel like it's a great base tan, and then I like to use other products on top of it, but that was a discovery I made this year that I really like, and I've used it all year long, and it's just really good. Okay, we did all the hair and skin. Now we're gonna do nails. Nails is really easy. I feel like this is probably my top discovery in like this whole video has been my nail stuff that I've been using all year. And that is the Dashing Diva Glaze Nails. They are a little nail strip, that sticker that you apply to the nails, but they're semi-cured, and then you throw them under a little LED lamp to cure them like you would gel nail polish, and they give this nice, amazing look to the nails. And they have so many different colors, so many different like styles, different trends. They even have like the glazed donut ones. I'm wearing these like kind of shiny, sparkly, dark red ones right now for New Year. I'm enjoying them. Like, they are so good. And my nails have been able to kind of like grow them out a little bit, and they've last me a good 2 weeks. At the 2 week mark, I'm like itching to take them off. So I do that and like start over with another one, but I find them really easy. I just sit down and watch like a Real Housewives episode and they're done in about 45 minutes because I like to take my time. I have a whole video tutorial that I posted on my Instagram. I will link below for you that explains my process when I put these on, because there is kind of a bit of a learning curve. I think when you first use it, you're like, what's going on? I had a lot popping off. But when I started making sure to do a lot of nail prep, that I spent a lot of time pressing the nail strip onto the nail, like I spent a lot of time pressing before I cured them. And then the last thing that I do to make sure that I get a long wear out of them is I use an additional gel top coat on top of them. So just like a clear gel top coat, put them under the lamp, and then I'm good. So that brings me to the next item, which is the no wipe top coat that I discovered this year. It is great. It doesn't leave that sticky film feeling. You just brush it on, stick it under the lamp, and you're good. And then one other trick that I have been doing that I feel like also gets me an additional like easy week wear without these lifting. That's a complaint that I've seen from people, is that they start to lift at the at the base of the nail, and they're snagging on your hair and stuff like that. Once you get to like the week mark, you apply another coat of that top coat and then just cure them real quick, and you get an additional week of wear without any snagging or lifting. So that's one thing that I definitely recommend that you try, is to do an additional top coat on top of the Dashing Diva glaze nails. I have much better success ordering Dashing Diva on their website rather than going to Target. The prices are better. They ship free with like $15 and they ship fast. If you hit them at the right time, they have sales. They'll send you a free mini lamp. I'll also link my lamp below that I use, that I just grabbed off of Amazon. But if you order through their website, you can get like their free little mini one if you want. I just have a blast. And then the last thing I want to mention are some chrome powders. So we all know the glazed donut trend in nails like took off this year. So popular. It was like popular starting in the summer. And I wanted to jump on that trend, but I like to use my Dashing Diva nails. So I grabbed these chrome powders off of Amazon, and they work with literally anything. So you can use them with the Dashing Diva, you can use them with a regular polish, you can use them with a gel polish, you can just bring them to your nail tech and like say, hey, can you apply this before we do at the end? And basically you just like rub the powder with like a little sponge tip applicator on the nails. Then you put the top coat on, cure the nails or whatever. If you're using regular polish, you would just rub it on the nail and then put your top coat on top, and then you have an awesome glazed donut nail. And this one has like 4 different colors in it. The silvery one is like the one, like the it girl one. So use that silvery one for that look. It's so fun. Like they look so fun on top of nearly every nail polish color. So I like having that in addition to my Dashing Diva gel nail strips as well. And then the very last thing that I want to mention is the tools that I discovered, makeup tools and brushes that I discovered this year that I think are absolutely worth every penny, that I just had to mention this, and that is BK Beauty makeup brushes. If you've never used or heard of BK Beauty, they were developed by a makeup artist and YouTuber, and she created this whole line of these super luxurious brushes. They are a little bit of a higher price point, but they're so amazing. They're made with love in Austin, Texas. I love supporting a small business, especially one in Texas. And I have never used a better makeup brush ever. Now, I still love and use those Amazon makeup brushes that I recommend in a set. Like if you just need something cheap and you just want a set and whatever, absolutely grab that if you're on a budget. But if you have a little bit more to spend and you want to invest in some tools that are going to last you like 10 plus years, like these are going to last me a long time, I would highly recommend grabbing a BK Beauty makeup brush set. There's a bunch that I can link for you, or I'll just link their homepage for their sets, and you can kind of go through and choose based on your needs what you're looking for. There's never been a dud that I've ever encountered with BK Beauty. Like they're all so good. So I had to mention that as my last item for this video today. Now we are done. We had so many things to talk about today, and I'm so excited to share all of that for you, because like I said before, I usually do my Mego Beauty Awards and I just talk about makeup and then I just walk away. I'm like, all right, cheers to 2023, y'all. But I had to mention these products because I was really excited about literally all of these. So if there are any things that you loved in the hair, skin, and nails category, please tell me. I would love to hear your thoughts. And with that being said, we are done with this video. Happy 2023, Happy New Year. Let's make it a great one, and let's continue to discover great new products that will make us feel like the beauty queens that we are. So I will see you guys all in my next video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy New Year, and bye friends.